Hey everybody, today I'm going to talk about the Destiny beta and my thoughts on it. Now, long story short, I pre-ordered this game after trading in some games. Long story, I had some extra money left over and I decided to put it toward a pre-order for Destiny. As after all, I learned with many betas, you can actually see how the game is before it comes out or how they want it to be. And of course it's for testing, but really at this point it seems to mean more of a demo. So I thought, what the hell, I'll spend $5, and if it's good, good for me. If it's bad, I can at least go to GameStop and get my $5 back and put it toward a different game. So there has been a lot of stuff I've noticed about this game so far. Now let me talk about the game itself. Now, have you ever played Borderlands? Well, imagine Borderlands, the MMO. There's a lobby like a central lobby like in Phantasy Star Online 2 or Phantasy Star Online 1, you know what I'm talking about? And then you can go and do missions. For example, fly off to certain parts and get dropped in with random co-op teammates. So there's a lot of stuff I've been noticing about this game. First off, technically, this game is awful. Load times, and load times. And keep in mind this game is on the hard drive, so you've got plenty of load times with this game. But you know the other thing that's kind of annoying about this game is the user interface. Have you ever played like a PC game and seen where the whole user interface feels like it was designed for a console game? Well, despite Bungie, I think, saying somewhere that this was designed to be a console game, the user interface involves you moving a pointer around the screen and pushing the A button. I'm not joking, it really does feel like a PC game, but that they adapted the user interface to a console. And while it works for a PC game, it's clunky for a console game. I mean, why did they design it like this? That's what I don't get. Just like Borderlands, you can customize your character and buy stuff for it. And then you can also get more weapons and get more stuff and equip it. Of course, you only get 2 weapon slots, and the health system is a straight copy and paste from Halo's. We've got a shield, but then when it gets to a certain amount, it acts just like Halo, where it beep 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 beep, and then if you get hit more, you die. Now it's time to talk about the graphics. While the game has a pretty good lighting engine, I can't really say the same about the rest of the game when it comes to the graphics. I mean, the art style, for some reason, feels too been there, done that for my taste. I mean, I have played so many games with similar art styles that it doesn't seem anything spectacular anymore. Another thing I noticed about this game is that, well, let me just tell you this, the field of view is terrible. Especially if you're playing this closer to the television, you'll have a little bit of dizziness with the field of view because it is so narrow. And I'm going to assume, just like most console games, you won't be able to change it in the console version. Maybe in the future, if there's a PC version, because I think, even though Bungie said it was a console game, there is going to be a PC version. It got leaked. And of course, did I mention that, of course, with this game, it's 30 frames a second on all the consoles, so keep in mind it doesn't matter if you have a PS3, a PS4, a 360, or an Xbox One, you'll get the exact same 30 frames per second experience. And this doesn't matter what console you have. Even if you have a next-gen console, you might want 60 frames per second because at least Battlefield 4 has an unlocked frame rate. This game doesn't. The sensitivity options in this game are screwed up. I had to jack my sensitivity all the way up, and it feels like the aiming down sights is console-fied because aiming, when you have the aiming down sights and churning and stuff, feels really slow, which makes it real awkward to aim in this game and can be pretty annoying, which is why I'm not really a big fan of the controls. Also, the melee attack is the bumper, just like I think one of the Halos. I forget which one, but I don't remember. It might be Reach, but yeah. The main problem with this game, though, isn't that it's just been there, done that stuff. It's that it's just flat out boring. It's pretty obvious the game was designed just like Borderlands to be played with only really friends, because if you're just playing it by yourself, it's boring. I mean, really, all you do is run around, just fight these enemies off. It's not really addicting, there's nothing really to hook me, or make me keep playing this game. And while I was assigned with co-op teammates who you can't see in this video, I even tried yelling in the mic, and none of them heard me. So I don't even know if this game has voice chat with friends only, or if they were just not listening. I can't tell. And you know one of the worst parts about this game? It actually managed to crash my Xbox One's dashboard. And keep in mind, all the graphics you see here are of the next-gen version. It actually made my dashboard crash with only input going to the game, I think. And it was weird, because I even tried reinserting my Xbox One controller and it didn't do crap, because I thought my controller was disconnected. And then I realized the dashboard froze up when the whole menu popped back up. And keep in mind, I've never had this happen with any other Xbox One game I've played. That should say a lot right there. And honestly, this game is the next Titanfall in terms of pure hype, where they hype the crap out of it, and then the game doesn't deliver. But either way, it gets 10 out of 10s from the gaming media, because, I don't know. And honestly, this game isn't really going to be good, and I'm just going to cancel my pre-order for this, because really, there's nothing that seems to be compelling about this game. And I'm glad I pre-ordered it, because now I can experience just how bland this game is. There's nothing special about it whatsoever. And honestly, I might get this game when it's $10 at GameStop. Oh, let me mention one last thing. If you don't have Xbox Live Gold or PlayStation Plus, on the PS4 that is, you cannot play this game. And even better, if the online servers get turned off like Borderlands 1 for the PC, you won't be able to play this game whatsoever. Like, maybe I could understand if it was an online-only FPS, but this isn't even that. This is like Borderlands, except you can play Borderlands offline. That is all. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.